In today's breaking story, Ted Cruz just fat-shamed the Illinois governor, and he got a brutal response. That's right, just in case you weren't yet convinced that Ted Cruz is a massive piece of garbage. How's it going, everybody? Hunter Avalone here with Occupy Democrats. Welcome back to another video. Now, it's not just Ted Cruz, it's Donald Trump, it's all of the Republicans. The walls are closing in, and scandal after scandal is engulfing the administration. The Epstein scandal continues to inch closer and closer to what one can only imagine is going to be a massive reveal. And it's getting so bad now that even Marjorie Taylor Greene is basically begging Donald Trump to release the files.
By Thomas Massie to force a vote to release these Epstein documents would be a hostile act. She responded to that, and she also pushed back on that criticism, and she also revealed, Dana, that she had a conversation with Trump about this issue today.
And this isn't a hostile act towards the administration. The hostile act has been against these women for so many years now. The hostile act is covering up for Jeffrey Epstein and everyone else that's been involved in this. And that's the real hostile act. I look forward to talking with President Trump about these women that I've met. I also encouraged him already this morning that he should have these women in the Oval Office. They deserve to be there.
You spoke to him?
Yes, I did. Yeah. And I told him I'd be happy to set that up, arranging with their attorney by sharing his phone number.
What was his reaction to that?
I haven't got an answer back on that, but I am continuing to encourage him that these are the people that deserve to be in the Oval Office, not any of Jeffrey Epstein's rich, powerful friends.
Of course, it doesn't seem to be working well because Donald Trump instead dismissed the victims who recently spoke out against him, and he was swiftly condemned by Congress.
You know, while he was going on that tirade, I went back and I listened to Donald Trump's press conference at the White House, and not only did he call the move to release the Epstein files a Democratic hoax, he said it was designed to get the American people to focus in on something that was irrelevant. Now let that sink in. I mean, if you listen to the survivors that were in front of the Capitol just a few minutes ago, listen to their horror stories, that's irrelevant. I mean, that the President of the United States of America would say something like that is pathetic.
And now Ted Cruz just fat-shamed the Illinois governor, but Cruz was quickly hit with a brutal response. Take a look at today's top story. Texas Senator Ted Cruz is under fire after taking a cheap shot at Illinois Governor JB Pritzker during an interview on Newsmax.
Chris, you really know how to piss me off. What a disgusting, racist bigot JD Pritzker is. You and I are both Latino. And listen, I don't want to get between JB Pritzker and the Domino's pizza line, but I'll tell you what I am willing to get between. It is him and his open doors for every human trafficker, every MS-13 and Tren de Aragua gang member. And the Democrats claim that Latinos support illegal immigration. Well, I got a news for you, JB. In the state of Texas in 2024, Donald Trump carried the Latino vote, and so did I.
That remark sparked immediate backlash online, with critics pointing out that Cruz himself has hardly been immune to mockery over his appearance. Writer Roxane Gay put it bluntly, saying she knows Ted Cruz isn't trying to talk crap about someone else's weight. Governor Pritzker didn't hold back either, firing off a brutal response on social media. I would never want to get between Ted and a trip to Cancun when there's an emergency in Texas. A direct jab at Cruz's infamous Mexico vacation during a deadly Texas winter storm. Other commentators piled on, calling Cruz doughy and mocking what one journalist described as his ambiguous neckbeard. Lawyer Bradley Moss summed it up with glass houses, boys. Glass houses. What was meant to be a punchline has now turned into a PR nightmare, with the senator trending online, not for his politics, but for what many say was a hypocritical and mean-spirited jab. The episode underscores the danger of politicians resorting to playground insults. Cruz wanted to humiliate a rival, but now he's the one being ridiculed. Thanks so much for watching. Please click that like button and subscribe to Occupy Democrats so that you can stay informed and help us stop Donald Trump.